Hello Cancer, this is a timeless reading for you, and my first impression is that there is a weird or very unpleasant, even painful kind of silence after a dispute, after a fight. For many of you, this is in a romantic situation, but not for everyone. It could be with a family member and friend as well, with a neighbor, or with someone at work, just anyone. It could even be your cab driver or whatever, a stranger on the street that you had a fight with, but you somehow know that it was healthy to draw some boundaries. This person could have done something very wrong, and in just a few cases, but not in most cases, unfortunately, this person is aware of that. In many cases, this person is not aware of his or her own mistake, and that they caused this fight, and you were actually just fighting back. I feel like there was no interest on your side in starting a fight with someone. It could have been that really due to someone's either very selfish or just irresponsible behavior, something happened. It could even be a small accident. I hope it wasn't a terrible accident, but just a small accident where, I don't know, someone was riding his bike, you were walking along the street, and then this person didn't see you because they were looking at their phone or just looking around, not looking straight ahead, driving too fast, and then hitting your leg or foot a little bit. But there is no serious injury. But it's still annoying, and then this person might even on top of it like yelled at you because they are so selfish, even though it was their own fault, but they might blame you, like, why are you not looking straight ahead? But you were, but this person was too fast and they weren't looking. And then when someone is hitting you and then they are on top of it yelling at you, blaming you, you might get angry in a justified way and then say something back. And then it might escalate a little bit. And even though you know that it was healthy to defend yourself in this situation, it was your right, and somehow also it was necessary to tell this person, like, my God, no, you were the wrong here. It is your fault, your responsibility here in this situation. Somehow it still doesn't sit right with you, like there is some kind of friction here. And for a few of you, the situation might have been some weeks ago, and even though there is no serious harm here, at least that's what I hope for you, you might still think about a small incident, a seemingly small incident, but somehow it has a very tremendous psychological and emotional effect on you. And even though you logically know that it was your right to have this kind of fight with this person, you don't feel it. Like it's still hurting your guts, triggering you, thinking about it, and you might think about it a lot. And now there is this silence between you and this person. And you are in this waiting room, either literally waiting for an answer from this person, or probably not. If this person was really, really utterly wrong, I hope you are not waiting for an answer anymore. It could also just be like a lack of orientation, that this situation in your life disoriented you and what you want and what you believe in. And now you find yourself in this waiting room, just not knowing what to do, waiting for some kind of inspiration that is coming into your mind like a lightning, but it's not coming yet. And the card of autumn represents some kind of somehow waiting as well. Something is fading out, like time is ticking, time is fading. Like on one hand, it feels like time is standing still and you are just sitting there and waiting, and it's never getting over it, it's never passing. At the same time, you feel like you are wasting your time and time is running away. Your lifetime is running away if you don't change anything and stop waiting. Like this sounds contradictory, but it's not. As the outcome, there is something about projection. And this is what you're worried about. Even though you know you were right in the situation, you still have this self-doubt, thinking that maybe you projected something on someone, but I feel like it should be clear. Like this is a really painful silence after a fight. And you are just thinking and thinking and thinking about it. So this reading does not literally have in the cards, as far as I can tap into it, it does not have an advice or a solution that's being offered, a positive aspect. Sorry, it does sound a little bit negative here, but it's not. I'm getting to it later. So there's nothing in the cards here. But there is an energy embedded and around this reading, and it's not in the cards. Like this is a situation in your life that will come with a huge lesson. I'm also getting something about karma here. Don't get me wrong, it's not like you being punished for something you did in another life or something that you did in this life. I mean karma just as some kind of energy of two people that is very entangled and that has to become disentangled. Let's just say you, a stranger on the street bumped into you, hit you a little bit. Maybe not on purpose, but it was their fault. Hopefully you don't have a serious injury. The situation is over, but somehow in your mind you are still stuck with it. Even though maybe externally this situation is already cleared and solved, and you never have to meet this person again, or you are waiting for an answer of this person. Even if you met this person only for a few minutes in your life, you might not be aware that this is someone you lived with for many decades in another life 500 years ago. And there was such a tremendous energetic entanglement, and that's what I mean with karma. And you had to experience this in your life, this small situation, and that's the explanation why it doesn't leave you alone mentally and emotionally, even though it's just a small and short situation in your life. And maybe you have gone through worse in your life and thought less about it, worried less about much worse things than this. And you are trying to figure out why. Why am I mentally so stuck with this? That's what I'm not getting from the cards. That's just the energy that is layered here, above and around the reading. So it's actually not just a life lesson, but it's some kind of gift. To realize something, we have awareness at the bottom of the deck. To realize something about energy and karma, and maybe you will find a way to disentangle this energy and to be free from this person energetically, even though you don't really know them well in this life, or maybe you know them well in this life. Maybe it is someone with whom you have spent half or your whole life. And you already knew this person in another life or in many other lives. And now is the time in this life, due to this situation, you will realize that. And this is your chance to disentangle. The next card is growth. This is your spiritual and also your human kind of growth and evolution. We also have justice. So I feel like in the future it might take a few weeks or months. Sometimes that's just how it is when we have to do this energy work. Everything will be straightened and balanced out, and everything will be fair and harmonious at the end. So that's what I was saying in this situation. For my listeners and for the person or the people this reading is talking to, you are on the side where it was not your fault, like truly not your fault. And there will be justice here for you. I'm gonna pull some health and lifestyle cards for you as well, and please interpret these cards for yourself. I am not gonna do that for you. Omega-3, herbs, alcohol or cut alcohol, dance, and stop smoking. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.